I'm glad I spent $8 today. Very, very cool. Here, I'm going to show the camera real quick. We got, okay. Got to get into the set. I admire our commitment to some awesome gameplay. Poisonous coming out here with the Falco. Two very strong characters in his arsenal, with the Falco and the Lucas being mainstay staples, and then we're seeing things like the Fox as an experiment in the back pocket as well. So I do think this is the right pick of the 3 characters. Just having that reflector forces Zexyyy to play in a little bit of a different way. We have to be careful about where we throw out those fire arrows. And Zexyyy knows it. Doing a really good job of using those projectiles in a space where he either can't really get hit back if the reflector does hit, or he's using it to try and catch Poisonous's landing, which really seems to be working so far as we are evened up. And I do believe this is not necessarily the best matchup on paper, but of course Zexyyy has been a staple of the DMVPR for at least the past 3 years. Ooh, nice footstool coming out from Poisonous. Now, Poisonous has always been a bit of a dark horse, but I think ever since KML5Y has really come into his own, and people are starting to recognize, this Lucas, this Falco, he's got what it takes. He's got it going on. And can certainly take it over everybody, as First Blood is going to go to the side of Zexyyy. Oh, and I love that 2-piece conversion. Throw it at us. Hold this. Hold this. And we got the back airs coming out as well. Poisonous. I think the biggest struggle for him, we got to find that kill option. That's the one big thing that I noticed, the difference between those higher level players and those lower level players. We can get our 0 to 60s, but how do we actually finish our food? And Poisonous looking for that answer right now. I think we're outside of all of those kill confirms windows, since Link is such a light character, and Poisonous itching for that kill. Zexyyy knows it, is doing his best to extend that damage as much as possible. And with all that rage built up too, I wouldn't be surprised if we even unlocked a couple of kill confirms in this window, as Poisonous struggling, trying to find the answer, looking for the grab there. Not going to find it there, as we do get the drag down forwarder. Psych, we're going to send him off stage, up B, and oh, unfortunate mistech on the weak neutral air. Zexyyy now up, and Poisonous scrambling to find an answer. Still looking to take him out of the red, bring him back to the white percentages. Zexyyy playing super careful, super safe right now as that forwarder from center stage, just barely enough to eke it out. But Zexyyy with a huge lead, we're getting fancy with it into that back air right there. Bomb and a dash attack, I believe that's jumpless, but Poisonous just making it back to stage, and unfortunately Zexyyy maybe going for a little bit of style points with that up B to try and catch that neutral get up. Not going to find it there. Poisonous with some damage on the board, but this game, I mean, it's looking pretty handily in Zexyyy's favor as we do get that up B. We try and get the boomerang read, but the down air clanks, but still that down tilt and up air almost enough to take it. Not quite going to be it just yet. But yes, catching the spot dodge with the down smash. And the one thing that I do like about these sort of nimble-esque ninja-ish characters like Sheik, like our Greninjas, and like our Younglings even to some degree, is because all of their other moves are so fast, their smash attacks, while they're not super powerful, they're really, really good in the context of their kit for breaking up that momentum, breaking up that tempo, because they're, a lot of the time we're like, bang, neutral air, bang, fire arrow, bang, boomerang, and then it's just one extra tempo to wait it out, pull out the down smash, and take the stock with a little bit of charge on it too. Poisonous, however, is going to have the onus to be able to adapt here. I love the pick to Town and City because it is a very good stage conventionally for Youngling to have that space to be able to move around, but it does also allow Falco that space to be able to throw out that reflector and force Zexyyy into that more grounded, throwing out hitboxes type of game plan. But Zexyy's saying, I don't care, I'm still throwing out my projectiles. Because those reflectors in the last game weren't really working out too well, but I do think this is a much more even game than potentially that last one was, but I do think it is all about who takes that first stock. to establish that control in the match. So here we go. Fire arrow catching the tech away on the floor, but Poisonous, no tech on the platform. Zexyyy taking the first stock. Great spot touch coming out from Poisonous to avoid further damage. As now we're looking to put that Young Link into those kill confirms percentages. And the double-edged sword of Touted City is, you know, that up throw up air or that up tilt back air. He's going to have a lot more space to DI, maybe wiggle his way out of dying off the top. Oh, and I love that reflector right there on the boomerang. Finally going to be working out for Poisonous, but I think, you know, just not finding that way to get creative with it. But we do side B onto stage as a mix-up into that forward air. I think if he was ready for that, he might have tried to look for the IRR to get the kill. Because, I mean, man, Zexyyy just having so much control over this match. And I know Poisonous can do it, but Zexyyy is making it look mighty tough as an up tilt up air. And that's just what I was talking about, right? No rage on deck, all that space in the top blast zone. And up tilt up air not going to kill. That's big for Poisonous because, you know, at this point, when you're at 145 as a lightweight character, it doesn't matter any more damage that you take. Not with this kind of lead. You have to finish your food. And Zexyyy landing with that downer, extending his lead further. Poisonous just looking for the answers. The neutral air sends the wrong way, almost taken on the choo-choo train when the platform was leaving. But now just missing that tech off stage when going for the edge guard. We'll take a look at that one more time. Reverse neutral air. Poisonous kind of forced to tech in there. And then that is, I believe, the second time that Poisonous has missed a tech off stage. And as Falco, that's a big deal because that's going to get you every single time. So I do wonder if maybe we'll see a character switch here potentially, or if we're going to rock it out, because I know what it says on paper. The Falco's working, but Cloud gonna come out. This is not a character that I was expecting. I do think I've seen the Cloud a couple times in the friendly, so we'll have to see how it works versus Zexyyy, because I'm sure he has plenty of Cloud experience. But, you know, at the current moment in time, we don't have that many super active Clouds at the moment here at KMLocal. So we'll see if Poisonous can bring something new to the table. And already showing, it's doing a pretty good job. It's actually got the lead, and we're starting to put on some damage. Good shield pressure. But the biggest thing for Poisonous has been how do we take the stock? Cross slash at the ledge. Oh, that is going to take it, actually. So Poisonous, first lead of the set is going to be with the Cloud of pocket pick. And I can't imagine this is a great matchup for Young Link either, because, you know, he can get his damage from afar, but he has a really, really hard time at that mid-range. Just poking in there. And oh, I love the idea. Trying to get the read with the boomerang, but the platform blocking the fire arrow from extending that combo. Nevertheless, Zexyyy right back in it. And only 14% to his name. Poisonous looking to maintain some kind of control as Zexyyy takes the lead, and we do find ourselves without a double jump. Oh, but here we go. Now Zexyyy, great neutral air at a disadvantage. We're looking pretty evened up, I will say. And this pocket pick almost working. And we get the clank with the side B, and Poisonous just like, you know what? I'm just going to keep mashing this. You're not going to hold shield here. You're going to expect me to stop. You don't expect these buttons. You don't expect this blade beam. Poisonous doing a very good job catching the double jump with the back air as well, and trying to get the down air. Doesn't find it, but it might not matter as Poisonous is playing a much cleaner in this particular game than the last two. I think establishing so much more control, going all the way out there with the neutral air. What a great edge guard as well, knowing that he had limit on line, knowing that it was safe for him to go for that, and Zexyyy just not anticipating that. And not anticipating that fire arrow as well. That surely could have been a conversion, but we do get the parry. Still not going to find the kill off the top, though. Those big blast zones are going to work out for him. And goes for that up smash. A little bit risky. We do finally find the landing down air, but Poisonous still maintaining all of that control that he had in the first couple of sets. We can't drop this momentum now. We want to stay in winner's side. Goes for the cross slash. Not going to find it there, but still putting on some good damage. And I love that idea, throwing out the up air under the platform, trying to catch Zexyyy running off, maybe dropping through. I mean, just playing super safe. However, it looks like Zexyyy starting to catch on just a little bit as we do see those double fire arrows. Double jump gone. We do have the limit for this, though, and nice get-up attack right there to get on through. What a reaction time with that air dodge as well. Not going to get Boomerang fair today. And Zexyyy just looking for the air dodge read once more. We saw that in the first stock. Got him some damage. Poisonous, though, sitting at 150. I mean, we have to be careful about how we land here. Looks for the up at ledge. Wanting to stay on winner's side. Nice dash attack to send Zexyyy off stage. Can Poisonous put himself on the board? Almost, almost. Yes, sir. Poisonous with the cross slash off the side limit and just barely eking it out. Zexyyy dropping shield a little bit too early. Maybe looking for that parry or maybe just seeing that his shield was getting a little bit low, but drops that shield. I think he jumped. I think he jumped out of shield there. Just got caught up. So Poisonous with a surprise pocket pick. Actually working out. And I see a lot of times where these players will try a character that they have in the back pocket that maybe just doesn't work that well just to get something on the board. But no, this one is going to work for Poisonous. Now, I think the biggest thing, though, is because Zexyyy is Zexyyy, he is going to adapt. So we'll have to see what Poisonous has in the back pocket to maybe prevent that from happening from Zexyyy, because we already see this damage starting to put on some pressure and a pretty sizable lead for Zexyyy in this game 4. Ooh, great spot dodge right there, but still going to get called out. Throwing him off the stage. And Poisonous, got to get her feet on the ground. Only hit so far has been a counter hit, and oh my goodness, that down air. So good at catching those tech options, because that down air also covers missed tech, which is probably the biggest thing that makes it so good in comparison to a lot of those, like, we're going to cover tech options on the platform. Because something like maybe a Banjo Wonderwing, it's very good at catching like one or the other. It'll catch any tech option or no tech option, but not a whole lot of things catch both at the same time. Oh, and almost a great recovery from Poisonous. They're trying to stall out their momentum and get him in there. Zexyyy just putting on a masterclass of how to adapt in a set, because Poisonous, the Falco wasn't working out. We throw down the cloud, and now Zexyy's like, all right, enough fun with the cloud. I know what you're going to do here. Poisonous the cloud really just struggling to find something that works, something that sticks as far as the semblance of the game plan goes. We're scrambling around, throwing out hitboxes, but I think we're failing to actually do the reading ourselves, and potentially this could be it right here. Goes for the bomb into neutral air. Poisonous does make it back, does bait out the grab into that back air. Still alive, but chances looking grim. Oh, and that up smash from Zexyyy. I mean, when we're this far ahead, we can afford to go for those types of reads, but we do have to be careful about it. Like, at the end of the day, Poisonous is still a very good player. And even though he was kind of getting rocked at the beginning here, it is not over until it's his game. Zexyyy with the bomb footstool on limit climb hazard. Okay. That was kind of Zexyyy, if you will. Takes it 3-1. Look at this right there. Okay, so that wasn't bomb footstool. That was just regular down B. I thought it was bomb footstool, though. I mean, that was kind of nice.